Good afternoon. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer, back on Venus. I'm rebalancing my temperatures here. I had to do some finagling. I shut this all down, and I'll show you why in a little bit. I just started it back up, so the temperatures are kind of bouncing around a little bit more than I would like. But I currently got 11 liters of water in there, so I'm going to pump it out. And that'll probably lower the temperature even more. But I just did turn my combustors back up a little bit. I'm going to automate this. It's going to be an interesting challenge, but I want to keep these temperatures stable. And in order to do that, based on pressures and stuff, by the way, I've got 4.5 kilomoles of volatiles in there. Based on pressures and stuff, you have to tweak these every once in a while just to keep them where you want them. And it looks pretty stable at the moment. And that's actually a pretty good temperature as long as this doesn't get too cold. If it gets too cold, I may have to crank it up a little bit. And it is going down pretty sharply. So my guess would be I would have to take this up to 5. And when I do that, I gotta up this one, the additional ones. So 669, 660. That's pretty good. Pretty good balance there. Now that might warm this up a little bit, which in turn will warm this back up a little bit. But this is still producing now. Like I said, I had it shut down for quite a long time, so I don't know exactly what my water balance is. I am way up though. I am working to improve my power grid. I'm a little power hungry right now, so that's next on my list. But this will just be a pretty quick update. I spent all day yesterday working on the interior here, and tons of iron. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, we'll put that in there. Alright, we're good. Open the door. So here you go. And we'll look it over real quick. This is all automated. All these little areas are working. The only thing I have to try and figure out program-wise, and you saw one of them right here, or I did when I ran in. If you get a bad potato that only gives you one potato, it leaves it empty. So I may... That's my food reserves, just in case. I may have to put something in there to program around it, but that's only the third time it's happened. You know, sometimes when you pick the potatoes, I'm sure you've seen it where you get one potato, seeds and a potato. But basically, all these layers are just sitting around waiting for these to go to seed, and when they go to seed, they activate 3 times. Oh, I just blew a fuse. There's the wire. I heard it because of the storm. Sounded like I blew a fuse. Not in here. Here we go. It picks the 2 and puts the seeds up in there. So once it's done with the 3, it puts it in there, which automatically throws it into my recycler, and then I have it go back and plant the seed. Now the problem with it leaves this blank is if you only get one potato, it comes back to plant the seed and rips the potato out. So it's not a big deal. I just have to, when I come in here to get air or something, I just look around, make sure there's no empty ones. Like I said, it's happened 3 times, so. But I heard a pop out here, and I really can't go out right now and check. Because of the damn storm. You know, I can if it was down here. Kind of think it would be down here, but I really need to check, because if something blew upstairs, it's going to mess everything up. Let me drain this. How's my air? Air's okay. Close that, do that, do that. I'm going to walk around out here, so it's going to get really noisy. But I'm going to see if I can figure out what popped here. Okay. Oh, it's not that one, because it's blue. So, not sure what would have popped. But that one's fully charged, though it doesn't need all of them to be fully charged, does it? Not in this wind. It sure sounded like I blew a fuse. Maybe I blew a wire. Maybe I didn't. I won't get an accurate reading here because it's full. I'm using 800. Well, I can't jump up there to check. I could try. That would be a mistake. Let's see what happens. Nope. Kind of unfortunate, because if it is up there, then I really got to put some ladders on here. If I put ladders, I wouldn't have this problem. Yeah, that's a mistake. Oh, I almost made it. Well, let me pause it until I come back, and then until the storm passes, and I'll see if I can figure out. But what? It sure sounded like something popped. I don't think I have that much charging upstairs. I'm trying to figure it out. This shouldn't have popped. But, yeah, this is working real good. So I get roughly 80 potatoes per harvest, depending, you know, if I have one, it gives me one. It does throw the seeds in here, and it recycles the seeds, so I still get 80. But one of them is a seed. And I got backup seeds, and that's what these are for, in case, you know, I have one down here that didn't work. Let's show you the program real quick, in case you're curious. It's pretty similar to what I did before. This is Larry 3, the third one I put in. This alias, and then you define, I call them Hydro Bay. And then you load batch name slot, and you look to see, and I named Larry 3, Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4. And I check if it's seeding, and if it is, then I move, because this is Bay 1, I load 1 into R10, and then it goes to harvest, and this checks all 20 layers. Now, I do have the import chute down there, so it throws the numbers off. So this is Bay 19, but it's station 20, so you have to throw that off by 1. So let's go here. If it's Bay 20, it puts 21 into R10. The first thing I do is move the Larry to R10, which in this case would be station 21, and then it waits, and then this is where I activate it. Now I put sweeps in here because it wasn't working right with the weights. It's just a weird timing thing. Every once in a while you get a malfunction. So I put sleep 2 in here, and it still wasn't long enough, so I put sleep 3. So it's like no time at all. I mean, the Larry goes up and down, and that's almost 3 seconds. But the weight wasn't quite working the way I'd like. So after it picks up the 1 potato, 2 potato seed, then I'm sorry, seed 1 potato, 2 potatoes, then it goes to the station where the import bin is, activates, drops the 2 potatoes off, fires the chute to dump them, then it goes back to R10, or in this case it's station 21, activates to plant the seed, and starts all over again. Pretty good program, works really well. The only glitch I'm having is where I get 2 potatoes. Did there pick 2 potatoes?
Hydration critical.
It's got 2 potatoes there, so those are empty, but see up here it's got a seed in there. So it'll come back and plant those, and it doesn't seem to happen now. Maybe later on I'll play with plant genetics and try and make better seeds, which I've never done before, so it could be interesting. Must have another one to harvest down there. But I got 20 hydro stations per Larry. And it's keeping up, so 1 potato. Yeah, see, that one's going to be fine. Yeah, it just doesn't. Oh, I think the storm passed. I swear I heard something pop. But oh, I put this in here. By the way, what took me the most time yesterday, besides building this on Venus, you can't use outside air because it's so dang hot. So I put this pipe with before I opened it up. I put this pipe in when I was building it with a passive vent and 2 active vents up there. So once it was all enclosed, I pulled all but like 20 kilopascals of the air out of here. So when I opened it up, I made sure all the plants were out because it did get a little warm. It cooled off real fast, but replacing the air in here took a long time because, you know, I've used this system here. So my greenhouse was down for quite a while. Let me go out here, because I swear I heard something pop. I guess I could have kicked something, but that sure sounded like something popped. We're all good. Alright, so let's walk up through here. Here's where most of the wires are. I could save a wire there. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Nothing. Alright, so all the 5,000, I shouldn't use more than 5,000 because they're all set to 49 and I have no batteries after them. So if it gets to 40 or to 5, it just flashes on and off. It must have just been something goofy because everything appears to be running and my stuff is charged, so must have been all in my head. I'll have to listen to the video and see if I hear something. Good. No problems. I didn't think I had enough juice running through these to blow something. That's good. Nothing. Oop! Okie dokie. So apparently I'm overjuiced up here for storms, so I gotta take something out of here. Oh, you know what? I wonder if when it went off, if this wasn't running. I wonder if it called for a charcoal, and this in combination with the storms popped that. I bet you that's what it was, because they are connected. And there's no way I can disconnect them. I wish they had like a one-way valve for wires. Wouldn't that be nice? I could isolate this from the rest of it. But they don't do that. That has to be what it was. This was running when the storm hit and overpowered it. My goal is to have enough of these where I don't have to run the power. Let's see where we're at here, temperature-wise. If I automate this, I won't have to check this anymore. It'll help 100%. That's not bad. 15, a little cool. 44, that's a little cool. So I can crank this up. I was over here yesterday doing it by halves and by literally tenths. That's why it would be better to automate it. But once you get it set, it's all good. You see, I'm at the EP8. So let's go to 6.2. That means I'm probably going to have to up this at least 1, maybe 2. It's 86. That's pretty good actually. It's 90, 680, yeah. So that'll bring this temperature back up a little bit, which will in turn bring this temperature back up a little bit. But right now I'm just pumping the water right back in. Because 15.9 is not going to hurt anything. I got a lot of water down here to offset that. So that's interesting. Now I'm going to have to figure out how not to blow a cable. Well, if I get everything set up where I don't need that generator, then it won't blow. But I'm a little reliant on that at the moment, and it's all free power. And maybe I'll just disconnect that wind turbine and bring it down here. Okay, so tell me what you think. I have to figure out what I'm going to do next. I'm going to upgrade my power. But pretty much a done deal. Everything is automated. I'm going to program the temperature monitoring up there so it automatically adjusts. That's going to be kind of fun to play with. I don't see any answer. Like I said, it only happened 3 times. It's a rare thing, but it does happen. Oh, there's one. I just grab a seed or a potato. Grab a seed in this case. Ah, I got potatoes in there. Okay, that one now I don't remember. I think it was the end one, but I had to wait for this to come back now. Sorry. That was a bit of a wait. This was a lot more work expanding the greenhouse like this on Vulcan expanding things, or Venus expanding things. Takes a long time. Well, I think that'll be it. Let's do a water review. Now, this is the last time I measured. I had 124 liters. Now, remember, I started with 78, so I was going up pretty well. I did have it off almost all day yesterday. So what do I got in here? I can't be right. Do I not have that hooked up? Oh, it's looking at one. It should be the pipe network. Huh. Only 18.5 liters in the pipe network? Seven, 844. 7844. That can't be right. 7844. Where did all my water go? That's kind of frightening. I wonder if I was very careful when I took all these things off and moved them to make sure I fed the pressure back. Well, I have to rebuild my water stores. I'm okay, but I don't understand what happened to all my water. I wonder if you rip these out, even if you have them hooked up to pipes to back it, does it take the water away? Well, that's not going to be a problem. I'm making plenty of water, but interesting. Well, I'll have to start my counter over again. 15.5 liters. And mine. Whew! Boy. Kind of scary. 18.5 and 9, so 27, about 28 liters. Yikes, I was down to 18 liters of water apparently. The only thing I can think of is when I unhooked this pipes, and I was very careful to make sure I backed them up to the connection. Something didn't go right. And I lost a chunk of my water. But, like I said, I'm okay. Oxygen's good, CO2's good. But anyway, well, tune in tomorrow. I know I'm going to be okay because I am making quite a bit of water. Go back up here real quick and make sure. Oh, it's kind of frightening. I don't like doing this, interrupting things, because I'll forget to do it. I'm pretty good about that, not screwing up. But 4 down there, so my power's better with this couple of. I haven't finished that one over there because the storm hit and I was in the middle of it. What's the temperature in here? 14. 37.8. I could use a little bit more volatiles. Another thing I could automate. I could take this up by maybe. Let's go up by 1. That's probably going to be too much, but we'll see what happens. It takes a while to adjust. I got 0.6 moles of oxygen and 0.8 of millimoles. And oh, I got too much volatiles in there. I'm sorry. Decrease that back down. Yeah, I gotta watch that. That's 0.7 moles and 0.6. That doesn't make any damn sense. Millimoles in moles, but I guess I've got to go by the percentage, so it's coming back down. That messes up your water production, and then you toss, as you can see, volatiles in there. Might have to go down another one. Now it's coming down. But like I said, if I automate this, I can have it check all these, and with math, automatically adjust these. 716. I don't think that's just gonna reverse it probably. If I just down that one, it'll be 716 down here. 709 up there. Yep, it's all it did. So I could do this by half, go back up by half. 15.5. That should balance it out pretty good. A lot easier to do if you have it automated. 720, 712, 713. Yeah, see, it's bringing it in. Yeah, see, I got 3% extra. I was reading that wrong. 3% extra volatiles and 0.008% oxygen. So I have way too much volatiles going in there. You see how the H2O is going up now because it's running more efficient. 998, 999. That's what you want. You want it as closely balanced as absolutely possible. Because you end up getting more water that way and less thrown into this tank. Although I can put that nice temperature kilomole of CO2 to use and the oxygen, but there's hardly any oxygen in there. Might be going down too fast. I might have to up that again. Well, it's very interesting to play with this stuff. I still have a couple bugs that I have to, but you know, it's a normal base maintenance. You know, you hear a pop, you gotta go find the wire. And this, I would love to automate it. I think I'm gonna do that next. This whole thing, just automate all this. Hold on, how much juice am I pulling here? 8.9. I gotta watch that too. I got 1 kilowatt to spare up here. Everything is running though. I don't really need. The only thing that's probably not running is every once in a while I pull some CO2 in here. I try and keep it around 4 and 5. Just recovering 37, 15. No. Probably going down because it's running more efficient. So I'm definitely going to automate this. Have it automatically adjusted to see if I can blow the base up. Let's try 6.4. Put some more juice in here. Heat things up a little bit more. 731, so I got to turn this up at least 1. 720, there we go. I'm looking at the temperature, by the way. The volatiles are still dropping, so I might have to watch that and make sure it doesn't go down too far and start bleeding excess oxygen over there. Slowing down now though, isn't it? 1.05, 1.26. Why is this one running so much more efficient? 16, so there you go. It went up a little bit. So that's good. That might be where I need it. That's what I'm going to have it do. I'm going to say, hey, where's the temperature? Where's this temperature? Set these. Where's their temperature? What's their percentages? Still coming down. I think I'm going to up this by half. So let's go to 73.5. I think that was right. We'll find out shortly if I screwed that up. Oh, now it's coming back up. Very touchy. Oops, I left this on anyway. This is what I mean. I was doing it by tenths. Do 3. Trying to balance these numbers out. Oops. 2. Well, anyway, you see what I'm playing with. And like I said, if we put more volatiles in here, which it's doing right now, it changes this number a little bit. So it would be much better to do that all automatically. But there you go. Again, remember, subscribe and like. And this is actually turning out to be pretty fun. Who would have thought you'd have fun on Venus? But I'm enjoying this. Get that out of my hand so I don't accidentally rename something. It's time to drink more water. I do not know what happened to all my water, but I'm glad I didn't run out. And I just did a 10-liter dump. I think you saw it on the video. So I was pretty dang low. 2.5, 18.7, 9.47. So I've already gained almost another liter in the time that the video's been running. So it is going up. I'll be fine. This is scary. Glitch. By the way, this game, for some reason, it has gotten a little glitchy. I've had some strange things happen in this run. I don't know if you guys saw the malfunction that with the auto or the pipe bender, where it locked up. That was weird. But okay, again, maybe old salt gamer. We're surviving, thriving. Awesome water, but we're going to be fine. And I'll see you in the next episode.